Hi, Kathy Vick, Deeply Awake. Some of you may have read the last essay that I wrote called Completion. And it's strong. And it's very powerful, and it's good, and I'm proud of it. But since writing it, of course, I have been driving. That means that I've been thinking, and I have been open. And I was told, you get in front of that camera. And I started my prayer, but then I realized I needed to say it here. I think I'd like it recorded. I give permission, and I request, and I am ready for healing in my relationships, all of them, from this day forward. Clearer and kinder and more compassionate and more free. And I want to know how to proceed in my life. It's been a long haul. And I am tired of the ceaseless processing. I appreciate that I am learning and learning and learning, but I'm getting tired of the incorporation. And I am so willing to continue if it yields what I need to be complete. You know what I mean? Just down deep in this process is what I mean. I am unwilling to come all of this way and to give up the final few yards. I just refuse to do that. And so I need you, them, to step forward, because I know I'm not the only one. And I say that with authority now. And I have faces that flash in my mind as I say the words. I know I'm not alone anymore because I have friends. And when I talk with them, they're going through the same damn thing I am. I mean, yeah, pick a metaphor, but it's the same stuff. It's just freaky. So I know. I'm just the blabbermouth in the crowd. I know that. So I ask you guys to please get out the big guns. Help me out here so I can behave like a decent human being. From here on out, with my loved ones, with my lovers, with my friends, with my employers, with my clients, with my family, with my reality. Full permission, full access, full healing. If that's the right word. We have been talking to her about this new earth. It has been seen as a cell mitosis by some. By others, well, it gets pretty complicated. By some accounts, there are two separate physical earths, and those who don't qualify go to a secondary planet. It's kind of pretty. How about this instead? How about each of you come to the place of completion? Come come to the place of completion. This cannot be conferred, even by your team. Why would you want anything or anyone else to declare you complete? Does the simple act not belie that you don't understand the point? Yes, we would say so. However, we hear the desperation. I am not going to fuck this up. Basically, using her parlance, I refuse to give up. I refuse to surrender, to defeat again. Not another lifetime. Not another one. Things change this time. And they change for all time. Because I say so. Because I know better. And because I say so. Well, that's quite some will, isn't it? We would suggest that there is will, that this will is intense, it's powerful, and each of you have it. It is your free will. It is your divine will, and you may express it any way you wish. This one. Of course. She longs to see this completion play out in her life. Why wouldn't she? Why wouldn't you? And yes, that it's not here yet. Well, that's a function of disbelief. Not an absence of cleverness, that's for sure. Not an inability to manifest well. That again is something that is beyond question with this one. She knows how to use her energy. She knows how to create out of thin air. And we would suggest you do too. Perhaps not quite as consciously, but we assure you, each of you do. Completion. Who declares it? Who says you're cooked? Could it be a team thing? Could it be that is why you perhaps are watching this video? Well, we would say that it's quite possible that together there is a consensus of sorts. There will always be things in process on the physical plane. How can it be any other way? Otherwise, it's not a linear reality. Otherwise, you think something and it happens. You experience it and you go on. Imagine that there might be such worlds. However, here, it's not that way. Here, there's alchemy. You saw that? Here, there is intent. Application. Here, there are many vibrations to work with. And 7 billion plus divine entities, all embodying divine free will. Oh, what a playground. Ha! What a playground. In such a land. Many things can happen. Many shifts can occur. Many changes. Alchemical. Magical. we would say, it might be a good thing to look at something that we gave a little while ago, a meditation on when a person is healed. When are you healed? When? The conclusion, you are healed when you say you are healed. When you know. When you know. And for those who have had a broken bone, a cut, a broken heart, you know a state of insult, and you know a state of mending, and you know a state of resolution. You would say that riding around in this large, beautiful, complex soul that is so complete, there is an aspect that says, that's not me. Hey, I'm over here. I'm not that. And we say, come closer then. Get a better look. Ask some questions. Try it out. Drop your doubt. Suspend your disbelief. Consider it possible. Consider it possible that even in a state of thinking you're not done yet, there is one standing with you, looking at you as you peer out on the landscape of what needs to be done next. And that one is saying, isn't it marvelous to be done? Isn't it marvelous to be complete? Isn't it marvelous to simply know that your worries are that? Your beliefs are changeable. And your self-definition, well, it's an act of creativity and of, shall we say it, divine will. Here are words. You're already complete. It's already done. And this process that this one is going through, well, there are reverberations. There are understandings which, due to her coding, her needs as an expressive, and your needs as receptive people, require expression of thought, structured, beautifully, articulated, masterfully, and published with undying devotion and love. We would like you to consider this team who you walk with. Well, the old one comes out to say a few words on that. We are always with you. Always. It cannot be any other way, because the spark which created your heart, those first physical cells, well, they weren't just cells. They were light. And this light expresses as physical pump and blood and tissue and farm. That light has a voice, you know. That voice has a purpose, you know. It does. And this light, its purpose is not to build nations. It's not to sway other hearts. It is to know thyself and know thy God. That is all. To love, to know that love, to be that love. And by this we do not mean being without opinion or desire or need. No. We ask you, enjoy your needs, enjoy your desires. It's a fun thing. Don't take it too serious, but it's so much fun. We would say it's the sense of fun which makes a life a life. Your love of what? Auto mechanic doing the thing under the car? Nature holding another hand? These are all very fun. They are why you're here. But if you're doing it with a sense of the worry and not being good enough and things like that, can you see how it taints things? Makes things sad and small and difficult. Well, it also brings the focus back into where? Well, back to that little light, we say. Back to those who walk with you. Back home. Desire. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Fun. Oh, it has a bad name around here. Joy. Is available as sunshine. As available as sunshine. As available as sunshine. The sunshine in your chest. You are complete when you know you were never incomplete. And we would say this state was achieved, and we would say many without the background or the Akosh are also there. They may not be able to be physically enraptured with the love of God. So, well, we would say this innovation. This is how you will know the ones who are here to serve, for they can be transported into places of extraordinary power. the power of their own consciousness over the physics they love so well and have befriended with conversations held quietly with their God. This new earth it is trod upon by those who are new humans. Makes sense, does it not? And this new human walks through haunted houses and clears a space of negativity. They do walk on battlefields. And the bullets pass through them. And this is not attainment. This is not spiritual conference. This is also divine, free will. And so, how to heal bonds, how to go forward. There is nothing to heal. There is nothing to heal. No harm has been done. And so, what wrong must be righted? None, we say. None. We are not advocating hard-heartedness. Ha! Not in the least. No. We are advocating light-heartedness in all things. True self-forgiveness, true self-knowledge, knowing that what guides you and has guided you and will always guide you is the larger part of you, reminding you daily, nightly, in all ways that you are a creature of tremendous benevolence, and you are complete as you are in this moment. There is nothing to heal, and there is nothing to complete. And in that knowing, the process itself is complete. Where do we go from here? Well, this one can spin her macabre. We expect that she'll be up in Leadville in about a month, giving it a whirl. Among other things, there are many who have been waiting for this stream to be farded, and the toes got a little pruny and the feet got a little cold with the farding of this particular stream, which we would say has actually been going on since Well, to say it's been going on since right around the beginning of that first Grand Cross, well, that would be accurate and true. And these celestial triggers, they just go on and on and on. However, there is a lot to be said for this particular solstice. And this one has known for some time. She was being groomed in some way, readied. And she understands it has to do with Wesak, a holiday that's never really held her attention. And that all of this is somehow important. We will remind you of a very simple fact before we leave about reality creation, linear reality, and one's creative stance. Future in linear reality with divine free will prancing about goes like this. There are probabilities which are energetic, and this one knows that this energetic stuff is emotional as well as of high physics. Probability fields or probability roles, she sees them as roles. And many have talked about being able to see a few steps down a probability, being able to feel and then decide what would be the most appropriate action, the one that would bring the most peace and quiet. And that's very nice, it's very fun to be able to feel this. However, there are veils for a reason. Once you know about a probability or a choice, once it is in conscious awareness, well then, as a quantum being, can you not see that that particular reality is then altered by the awareness of it? As such, does it not make sense that some things remain hidden so that they are not affected by a quantum observer's consciousness? And to this we say yes. And who is doing this? Well, we would say you are, or the larger you. So once you know about something, then in awareness that something is not what it once was. It's neither here nor there, neither good nor bad, but it's important data, don't you think? And it makes amnesia a little bit easier to take. So this is what we have to say. It is an amplification, sure, but we hope that we have been able to bring everyone along a little bit in this idea that no longer do you have to process and process and process and process unless you like it. If you like it, keep doing it. If you find it yields very good results for you in your reality, then you should do it. And this one has found it to be very helpful, and so she's been doing it a lot. And now that she's not doing it as much, it's funny how the reality is changing a little bit. Her mind, her habits, her orientation, even her expectations. imagine such a thing? You are free to do as you wish. Always. Master Creator. We speak not only to this one, but to you, with your eyes, watching this screen right now, Master Creator. We hope you are in full enjoyment. We hope, truly hope, that when you look up and look around, you understand. You are manifesting all of it. You're already a master manifester. Let's talk about becoming one who manifests. Well, that's just ridiculous. Look around you. Did you come in with all of this? Really? In your mother's womb was this apartment. Was this mate? Was this child? Oh, I see. No, dear one. All of these beautiful things which bring you peace and love and harmony. Well, you created them. You manifested them. You did. That spark in your heart. And the team who loves you so and holds you close when you feel like you're dying inside. Manifested it all. And what is in your reality? Yes. Is that what you allowed? Is that what you didn't resist? Is that what you believed and knew to be true? Is it what you still believe to be true? When you look around at your reality, is this still a very good representation of what's inside of me at this moment? Well, if it isn't, get ready for a change. It's easy to think that changes from the outside. Okay, keep doing that. Keep thinking that. It's fine. Manifester. Master Creator. Go ahead and think that. It's being done to you. Yes. Oh. This one has spent her time in that particular prison. And it was very fruitful time indeed. And we would say the gospel writer inside of her felt right at home. But the gospel is written. The foundation is sturdy and it's laid. The home is cavernous, it's warm, it's filled with love, purpose, human beings, and all manners of delight. The backyard is stunning and inviting. The front yard, well, all it says to anyone who walks by is, oh, welcome home. And the front door remains forever open. The lights are all on, and the electrical tape that had been hanging from the switch plates has been removed. This is the house where you can walk by, and every single thing that you can possibly imagine is available in this home. You can walk by, and if there's something that you would like to see, whether you own it or not, it appears. So, yes, there's much that's hidden simply because it's not attended to. It's not thought about. Everything here is believed. Everything here is possible. Everything here is available. And what is around, what delights the senses, is that which is preferred. Can you see the delicious fun? Can you see the sense of play? Can you see the lightheartedness? You are complete when you are complete. And this is something that you know. And we would suggest asking yourself the question, well, simply asking the question implies the answer. And she knew it the minute she said it. When am I going to stop all this processing? It's always processing and processing and processing. Then we answered in the car. When do you think it should stop? So, this, we would say, is a day that we will be doing things a little differently around the house. And there are things to be looking forward to that she simply doesn't know about. Think you, amnesia, and life goes on. When are you healed? Well, that would be when you realize you need a healing. Ah, there you go. Cat out of bag. This is how the Jesus heals. This is how everyone heals, dear. And you know this. You've taught this. And you've healed people. Holding it in your consciousness. So don't play dumb anymore. You don't have to. And this one will not be for anyone's comfort, pleasure. Nope. And that is going to be its own fun. She has people to help her with this. And it's going to be quite a ride. So, we thank you for your time. We thank you for your love. We thank you for following along. We thank you for being gracious to this one in all of her misunderstanding and her funniness. And we wish only for you to know of our profound and joyous love for you as a human being in lesson or in completion. Either way, you know you are complete. Yes, please? Yes? Yes. Complete. As is. Beautiful. As is. Perfect. As is. Creator. Soul. Namaste.